You know, food trucks these days, I mean, they come in every shape, size, form, offering all different types of food, chefs with all different kinds of background. So I'm here in the Santa Barbara area, and I'm hearing about this barbecue trailer where the chef, well, he's using a stick burner, but the dude is classically trained. Well, the thing that's kind of weird is he's only open 2 days a week. 2 days a week, and he's getting this kind of recognition. You know I got to check it out. This is the Chef's Touch barbecue rig.
Brisket sandwich up for Vivian.
Kurt pays attention to every single detail.
Selling one brisket.
It is just the most incredible barbecue you'll ever have.
All from the back of a souped-up rig towed by a real-deal chef turned pitmaster, Kurt Aldridge. You're bringing in old-school low and slow barbecue on the stick burner.
Yes.
That is the least easy thing in the world.
I serve 2 days a week. It takes me the rest of the week to get ready.
You're an animal.
Let's do a whole hog.
The ultimate whole hog, it's always a favorite.
We got bacon, sausage, and pork.
Mouth-watering goodness.
What is the dish you're making?
This is for the whole hog.
You make the bun, you make the bacon, you make the sausage, you make the pulled pork.
Yes. Making the dry rub for the pork butt. This is a brown sugar,
Kosher salt,
Vietnamese pepper.
Vietnamese pepper.
Vietnamese, it's hot, be careful.
Fresh ground is what I love about it.
Garlic powder,
So this goes, what, 24 hours?
24, 48. Then we let it air dry in the refrigerator overnight, and then we hit the smoker.
And what are we smoking with?
100% almond wood.
What temp are we running at?
190 for about 12 hours.
Low and very slow.
Wrap it in Texas peach paper, put it back in the smoker for another 6 hours until it comes to 180 degrees.
Next step.
Mojo criollo. Red onion, garlic, orange juice, lemon juice, lime juice, oregano, salt.
And a little bit of oil. All right, kids, grape drink.
Are we ready to shred?
Hit it. Look at that bark right there. Great smoke on it.
When we add this to it, it really brightens the whole thing up.
The acid, the orange, the garlic, little kiss of the oregano balances out the sweetness and the char and the smoke. Delicious. Next up, what do we build?
Sour sausage.
Let's go.
Fermento, it feeds the bacteria that causes the transformation from nitrate to nitrite.
Out of my pay scale, chef.
Dextrose adds another level of tanginess. Cayenne pepper, Korean red pepper, coriander, dry mustard, Vietnamese pepper, caraway, paprika, salt,
Granulated garlic.
a little pink salt.
Mix this up.
Some pork that we grind in-house.
Now we'll go into the sausage casing. Twist them up.
Put them in the refrigerator overnight, and then smoke them in the smoker.
190.
4 or 6 hours.
If you don't have enough work, why don't you make bacon?
Oh, you are. Salt, Vietnamese black pepper.
No kidding.
Pink salt, little sugar.
How long are we gonna let this dry brine?
5 days. Then it's gonna go in the smoker,
Everything's 190.
4 to 5 hours.
Cool it, cut it. What do we got going?
House-made barbecue sauce, some oil, onions in the pan, little garlic, apple cider vinegar, tomato paste,
Not starting off with a ketchup base. You're gonna just chef this thing all the way through.
brown sugar,
Worcestershire, liquid smoke,
salt, allspice, ground cloves, dry mustard, Vietnamese black pepper, cayenne.
little water.
Simmer it for 15 minutes, and then we're gonna blend it up.
Bacon's done, sausage is done, and the bun you made.
Yes.
Pickled veggies, carrots, cauliflower, a little turmeric in that. You make your own pepperoncinis?
Yes, we actually grow those. We have a local organic farmer.
I'm out.
House-made sriracha mayo.
Yeah, there we go.
We split a sausage link.
Some of the pork shoulder with the
Yeah.
Criollo sauce on it. House-made bacon.
Oh, man.
That's all you need to serve, bro. That gives me goosebumps. Bacon's delicious, rendered enough. When you're working with such few ingredients and such simple equipment, your discipline and your expertise have to be spot on, which they are. This is high-level barbecue.
Whole hog sandwich up for Jeff.
Pork is perfectly cooked.
It's good spice, but it's not overpowering.
The flavor of the smoke, that's my favorite.
I'm here in the Bluebird District of Denver, Colorado. Now, they call it that because right down there, that's the Bluebird Theater that opened in 1913. Anyhow, here to check out a place. Let's see, it started as a bar, then they added in a pizza joint, then they added in a biscuit place. So, now we've got ourselves Fat Sully's, Denver Biscuit, all under the roof of the Atomic Cowboy.
When we started, I mean, we were a whiskey and PBR bar.
That was it.
That was it.
But this South Florida native wanted to taste of home in the Mile High City. So he brought in his buddy, Chef Jonathan Larson.
So you're like biscuit badasses.
Yeah.
Like this hot mess of a barbecue pork sandwich.
And the Elmer.
So let's fire up some biscuits.
All-purpose flour
Okay.
first. Some cake flour. We got buttermilk powder.
Buttermilk powder, really?
Yeah. A little salt, a little sugar, a little baking powder, and then the secret, cream of tartar.
Really?
Yeah, just works. And we gotta grab the grater. We have 3 of these.
This is Darth Grader?
Yeah.
Frozen butter.
Frozen butter.
I want to do the push.
Okay, I'll hold.
Okay, look at that. It's like a butter cotton candy machine. So that's it.
That's for right now. Now, we're gonna add our buttermilk, yogurt, and some whole eggs. It has to be incorporated for about a minute. So we're gonna mix up the biscuits.
Okay. And now we're gonna just add a little bit.
More flour. It's about 2 of these cups. It kind of varies. That's it.
Mixer's out of the way, now time to roll.
Time to roll.
Okay. Look at that. It's like a sleep system pillow.
We cut it in half. I'm going to just knead it.
So what do we got going here? We're gonna roll it again?
Yeah, we're just gonna get it kind of into a rectangle. So we're just gonna keep rolling out. You can see the butter still's right there. You gotta check it, make sure. Ooh, yeah. Not very, yeah, not yet. It's the right consistency.
Yeah.
And we punch and cut them, go straight down on them.
Oh, that is a monster. Maybe it is gonna be a mile high.
Take a little pan spray. Now they're gonna go in an oven, 350 degrees for 18 minutes, convection oven.
All right, off to the oven. Holy biscuit mania. Look at the size of this thing. What's it gonna hide behind it? Didn't even know it was there, did you? Is that flaky goodness or what? Wow, that's good. We're gonna put more in this?
Oh yeah, start with our pulled pork, throw it in the hot pan, and we just made tomato water.
Just something to rehydrate it with?
Rehydrate it. We had a little barbecue sauce that we made. Then we just pile on pork. Then we do our house-made pickles, little house-made coleslaw, then crispy onions.
That's a mound of trouble. Is everything this big?
Yeah,
That's ridiculous. How do you eat it?
fork and knife.
Is it?
Only way.
Wow. The biscuit is so tender and so flaky and light. Then you did a really nice job on the pork. The rub, the smoke, a little tomato water gig,
Yeah.
and the barbecue sauce is eccentric. Chef, well done. So I'm cruising down the road, and I see this joint called Millie's. I'm like, wait a second, I got a buddy named Millie. I gotta check this out, because I hear they're all about seafood to table, farm to table, and loco for locals. This is Millie's.
Franchise going in the oil.
Perfect. Don't stop, can't stop.
The fish just makes you feel like you're on the ocean.
Shrimp and grits for you.
I know Chris really well, and I'd say the secret is the passion for the food.
Ooh, boy, these look good.
That passion comes from Chris Chabero's work as a boat captain and fisherman, mixed with his restaurant experience. And now he and his wife, Amy, are cooking up coastal for the locals.
As soon as people come to town and ask, where should I go? The answer is always Millie's.
Alligator ribs, 2 minutes out.
I've had a lot of alligator tail, but nothing compares to the alligator rib here.
Alligator tail is kind of like chicken, where this actually seems to be more like a pork. That's really good.
All right, what are we doing next?
Our dry seasoning for the alligator ribs.
Dying to try this. Well, we will be trying this. I don't have to die.
We got our brown sugar, chili, garlic powder, onion powder, cinnamon, smoked paprika,
Salt and pepper.
gator rib rack.
More meat on it than I anticipated.
Then you thought, right? Cut them straight down.
So easy.
Right.
We're gonna let this dry rub sit for a while.
For about an hour.
Then they go on the smoker, 40 minutes. Meantime, we'll make some barbecue sauce.
We start with some onions, spiced rum, garlic, ketchup,
Brown sugar,
apple cider vinegar.
molasses.
Oh, my favorite.
It's not just for breakfast anymore.
Paprika,
Cayenne?
salt,
Chili powder.
and coriander.
All right, how long is it gonna take for this to cook down?
25 minutes or so.
Got it?
Ribs are off the smoker. That barbecue sauce that we just made, that is so darn delicious. Just gonna give them a little
He's
toss.
his best hype man, I swear.
Always.
How long they can go on the grill?
Just for about 5 to 10 minutes.
All right, chef.
Ribs are coming off the grill.
It's interesting. I never thought of eating through the bone on a sandwich, but
You gotta have the bread up there to soak up all the barbecue sauce, right?
there you go.
Freshly sliced jalapenos, a little green onion.
I've had a lot of gator. Never had the ribs. That's probably one of the best ways I've ever had gator, if not the best way. It's tender, it's meaty, it eats like a pork rib.
Right.
The barbecue sauce, dude, I compete in barbecue. I'm in the Barbecue Hall of Fame. The barbecue sauce is delicious.
Awesome.
Anybody ever says they don't like gator, send them to Millie's and have them come try that.
Smoked alligator ribs.
This is Rashad Jones, his wife Patrice. He was on a great show he did called Guy's Big Project. He won. I want you to tell me what you think of this.
Pulls cleanly off the bone, has a nice clean finish. It doesn't taste gamey, it doesn't taste wild.
The barbecue sauce, that's the key to the ribs. I'm wearing it. I loved it so much, so I'm taking it home with me.
What do you think?
It's pretty good.
Pretty good? Okay.
Really good.
Really good.
Amazing.
Amazing!
Incredible.
Incredible!
Home run, knocked it out of the park.
I come to Baltimore, I want to try some iconic Baltimore food.
Locals know, gotta get pit beef.
So where's the best place to get it?
I think probably Chaps.
Chaps. Let's get some pit beef.
All right, let's do it. Oh, sweet.
Isn't that nice?
Come on, let me drive.
Seriously.
Seriously, can I?
No.
Oh, come on.
How do you get to make any cake?
This thing is awesome. That way. I'm watching.
This is the famous Chaps?
This is Chaps.
Look at that. You come to Baltimore, this is what you better see.
If you don't, it's not pit beef.
The charcoal pit beef. You're not gonna get it nowhere else.
One medium rare beef on a roll.
It's so tender.
It just falls right apart.
Let me 3 pit beef.
Done the way you want.
Medium well and a medium rare, no.
Then sliced thin.
Oh, look at that.
And piled high.
Best pit beef ever.
When anybody says Chaps, they know what we're talking about.
It started 21 years ago when Bob and Donna Kreger got married.
As a wedding gift, my father gave me this little shack.
For lawn tools, or what was the
no,
reason?
He said since my husband loved to cook, we should put a pit beef stand outside of his nightclub. Fry and a rare. We started just a grill, an exhaust system, and a register.
And learned real quick.
2 beef on a roll?
Thank you. Bringing in so many fans, they had to add on a dining room.
Somebody get the counter, please.
But the beef is still the same.
Is this the best pit beef in Baltimore?
Yes, it is.
Now this is...
It's a bottom round. You put about 6 of these on to start the day.
You can smell it from as early as probably 6 o'clock in the morning.
Once I smelled that smoke, I said I got to get over here.
We're just straight on the grill just like it is. 400 or 500 degrees usually.
Baker boy, what do you think?
That's about right.
I'll melt the bowl. Where'd your bling go, Gage? Can you get part medium rare and part well done?
Here, you can get whatever you want.
Medium, the medium rare. They're both rare?
Yes, sir.
Good.
You got 3 medium wells.
I like rare more than anything.
Pull it at rare, bring it over to the edge, cut it.
Look at that.
And now in about 15 minutes, you're ready to start working that.
What are we gonna make first?
Make a beef sandwich.
You can do it. Come on now. Keep pushing it.
It got to the point where it's really on the rare side.
Right.
I mean, we're almost tartare right
So
there.
that goes back on the grill. And then we'll bring another piece
So this
out.
is like tag team meat slicing.
Exactly.
Hey, look at that over there.
Oh,
Check that out. Oh. Now, what do you like to put on these?
onions, maybe a little salt and pepper, bit of horseradish on there.
Now, how many of these do you guys sell in a day?
A couple hundred.
You know, I like the little char to it. But I gotta say, the medley of the white onion, the really nice, bright horseradish, a little bit of salt and pepper, a great roll, not too much bread. I hate when you get too much bread and it starts to become...
It's all about the meat.
Right. That'll just clean you right out, won't it? Wow.
That's good for you. Horseradish. It's good for you.
Whoa.
There it is.
My toes are tingling. I mean, usually, I go like, wow.
Welcome to Baltimore.
It's spicy, it's moist. The meat is so tender.
I give it way past a 10.
And there's way more than beef.
3 turkeys.
They're putting everything on the pit.
If you want a variety, ham, turkey.
I like it.
And then, of course, sausage, too. That's another good.
Oh, yeah. What do you got there, Meat Wizard?
Corned beef.
Yep, they're even pit grilling the corned beef for killer Reubens and combos any way you want.
Definitely jalapeno.
I think we should have it every single way you can possibly make it.
My favorite is a bulldog. A couple of slices of cheese, and we put the sausage on, put the beef on.
Get up underneath it like this. Bring your shoulders. Protect yourself when you're at the counter.
You're coming to my town and teach me how to bulldog?
I didn't think the pit beef could get any better. That little sausage kicker.
This one's got pit beef, ham, and corned beef.
Is there anything wrong with this picture? Actually, no, there's not. When the bread won't even wrap around. That is so much flavor. Sweetness of the ham, that briny, pickly spice on the corned beef, and then just a nice smoky flavor from the pit beef. A roll that can withstand the pressure.
This is like sandwich engineering right here. Good mouthfeel.
It is, good mouthful. You so want a bite of this, don't you?
It's great, man.
Well, I like everything they got in here.
I need a rib and chicken barbecue for a call-in.
They got the best smoky flavor in the whole town.
Same as always for 2 decades.
It's like going to a family member house and they got the grill out.
Have a great day, sir.
Thank you.
Except they're always open. And they don't mind you stopping by.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
And he came from Delaware to get some pit beef.
I want some beef and turkey.
You make these great combos. Now, can I custom build my own combo?
Absolutely.
For my boy Duff? Yeah?
Start with the beef.
Some jalapenos down, a horseradish. Okay, now we put the ham up there.
Cut the burger in half.
Nacho cheese sauce.
Sausage.
Pickles. Well, chopped beef, turkey. Where are you, Duffinator? My brother. Just look at the cascading joy. There you go. There's a champion. Let's cut this in half.
No, don't cut it. Don't. If you cut it, it's gonna explode.
Look at the bite out of it.
Make sure you don't lose anything.
Get over here. Oh, he goes for a double bite. What cheese? Is there anything right here? You good? No, you look fine.
Give me 2 pounds of the LA rib tips for the Triple D Nation.
I've had the ribs plenty of times, but I also love them in rib tip form.
All right, walk me through what's new.
So this is our rib tip.
Now, rib tips were a famous thing back in the day.
Yeah, still are. They're smoked, then fried, then we sauce them up just like a buffalo wing. First, I like to just mustard them down as a binder. All we season these with is garlic salt and coarse black pepper. So we're about to put these in the smoker at about 250 with post oak and pecan. They smoke for 2 hours. We let our wood do all the work, you know, because you want the smoke. So now we got our rib tip smoked. We're about to cut them up and fry them up. Put some of our homemade sauce on them. A little hot sauce, a little barbecue sauce, a little garlic, and a few other things. Get a nice coat on them. Order up.
Here's the thing I love about it. I love my wings really well done. I don't want them to be fatty and chewy and gooey.
Yeah.
I want them to have some crisp to them. That's what's happening here. You've smoked them, the flavor's going all the way through, and then you're rehydrating them with this buffalo sauce, so you get all the texture, all the smoke, all the flavor. They're fun to eat. That's delicious.
LA rib tips with baked beans.
They smoke them slow and low, right? They're always tender, juicy, lean, and with that hot sauce.
Oh, I thought it had a really good kick, but it wasn't too spicy.
I found the LA tips. Order up.
Can I buy this by the pound?
You can buy that however you want it. By the pound, by the bucket, by the pickup truck, however you want it.
By the pickup truck.
Back up in there.
Beachside and barbecue make a perfect combo. And that's exactly what I found on St. Simon's Island, Georgia, back in 2010. Now, they've had some minor setbacks since then, but these days, they're back bigger and better than ever. This is Southern Soul.
I need some pulled pork, Casino Triple D.
It's probably the best pulled pork that I've had. They cook it and smoke it to perfection.
What kind of volume are we doing now?
When you showed up, we were doing 24 butts a day, and now I'm doing 90 to 120 every day.
4 times?
4 times. And then, you know, when it's busy, it's more than that, you know? So
When it's busy. That's a slow day.
We need a pastrami, we need a brisket, and we need some ribs.
What are you guys making now? It's not like you don't do enough great food as it is, and you can show up with this.
Well, we started brining our own pastrami.
You don't see Rubens at barbecue joints often, but you'll be missing out if you don't try it. It's just like a taste of heaven.
The meat is fantastic, the sauerkraut, the sauce, the Swiss cheese, love it.
We're gonna start with water, salt, brown sugar, because it goes in everything here, pickle and spices, the curing salt. We're just gonna whisk these together. We're gonna pour it over our pastrami and let it sit 3 days to a week. We're gonna put our pastrami on our smoker, and it's gonna cook anywhere from 10 to 14 hours. Now that the pastrami's done, we're gonna slice it up, build our sandwich. Toast our rye bread. We're gonna take some sliced pastrami, get that on the flat top. With some sauerkraut, a little bit of Swiss cheese. Melt that Swiss cheese, add a little Thousand Island. Start with some mayonnaise, ketchup, salt and pepper, Worcestershire, pickles, our hot red sauce. We'll give this a nice little stir. It's ready to go. And put it all together. On top of the brisket we cook every day, we're doing pastrami sandwiches.
Because?
Because I just don't have anything else to do. No, I'm just kidding.
That's delicious pastrami.
Here's the pastrami Reuben with fries.
The pastrami, it just melts in your mouth.
Thousand Island dressing is made from scratch. It's phenomenal, especially on the marble rye bread. It's like I'm home again.
I'm hooked. This is one of my favorites.
I haven't tried a thing here yet that I do not like. How long's it been?
So it's been 13 years, I think.
You're just a little kid back then.
Yeah.
The sweet southern flavor.
How great is it having your kid work with you?
You can't imagine. Well, yeah, you can.
I do.
It's awesome.
I got it. He's got the gift. I imagine he can do the whole thing.
He can do it all.
Apple fell straight down.
Apple fell straight down, hit somebody on the head. I'm here to check out a joint where they came up here for the skiing, to brew beer and to smoke meats, and well, they've been doing it for 22 years, so I gotta check it out. This is Moat Mountain Smokehouse and Brewery.
Firing Thai chicken pizza.
After a long day of skiing or hiking, it's just real good comfort food.
Pick it up, brisket, slice it now.
The smoked meats are excellent.
We love coming here for the beer.
Drink up.
Just can't speak highly enough about it.
Everything is scratch made here?
Yeah. It's our home away from home.
And like everybody's crib, owners Vicky Valentino and Steven Johnson surrounded themselves with everything they love.
Steven thought that if we moved to the place where he could ski every single day and open up a brewery, that it would be great.
I was a fine dining chef in Portland for a while. Then I started playing with barbecue. Hung out in Austin.
And thought, that's what I need to bring back to New England.
Yes.
BBQ Meatloaf?
Thank you. I don't order meatloaf anywhere. It is to die for here.
What are we into first?
Our Austin barbecue sauce. We got our base sauces.
Just a generic barbecue sauce that you're gonna fortify?
Yes. Whole grain mustard, chipotles and adobo, brown sugar, molasses, Worcestershire, dry English mustard.
Almost getting into Carolina now.
Habanero peppers, sriracha, chili garlic.
Okay.
Gallon of water.
Hit this with the immersion blender. Barbecue sauce is done, so let's get into meatloaf.
Start with a blend of all steak, ground beef, 80-20, with a little bit of short rib in it. We have the Cajun mirepoix, red and green bell peppers, onions, and the Austin barbecue that we just made.
Got it.
The man from Worcestershire. And of course, you gotta have sour cream.
I like the tang factor.
Kosher salt, minced chopped fresh garlic, dry parsley, ground black pepper, eggs.
Huevos.
Panko breadcrumbs. We add the rest of the beef.
Mix this up.
From there, we weigh 5 1/4 pound balls to form the lobes. And we glaze them with the Austin sauce.
Cooks off.
About 350 for about an hour and a quarter. So now we're on to our roasted garlic mashed potato seasoning. We roast garlic in olive oil, melted butter, milk, kosher salt, whole black pepper, half and half, and...
You and your sour cream. Bro, immersion blender.
Red bliss potatoes that have been cooked in the steam kettle. You gotta break them up, slowly incorporate the potato seasoning mixture.
Right.
And then whip them.
I dig it. Look at that. I didn't get meatloaf when I was a kid. But I'd go to my friend's house and they'd have meatloaf. And I'd come back and I'm like, what is this? It's a gigantic square meatball.
Throw it on the griddle, give it a sear.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. 2 monster pieces is 1 order?
Oh, we send people home with lunch the next day. They're really happy. Our mashed potatoes, our butternut squash, and chauffant green beans.
Show off. Bring the whole family down.
It's our Austin barbecue sauce that we made earlier.
You don't just think 1 would have been enough? That's great meatloaf. It's so tender, moist, full of flavor. Your Austin City barbecue sauce is wham bam. Then you move over to the mashed potatoes, which have an awesome amount of sour cream in them. Roasted garlic flavor all the way through. Green beans cooked perfectly. Your butternut squash cleanses the palate. Well done. Is there somewhere I can take this and just lay down for about an hour and have a nap?
We have an in-room upstairs.
Perfect.
The barbecue meatloaf is delicious. The mashed potatoes are incredible. I love garlic, so I'm there.
The barbecue sauce, they put on a lot of stuff here, rightfully so.
So I'm here in Ormond Beach, Florida. Well, do you think really great Southern food that's been chefed up? Well, you will after you check out this joint. This is Rose Villa, Southern Table and Bar. What differentiates it from everybody else?
It's better.
There you go. Point.
You know, Southern inspired with French influence. Bourbon pork chop going in the window.
Mom always made pork chops and applesauce, and Sylvia has put a twist on that and turned it into an adult dish for me.
The bourbon glaze is fantastic. It has a sweet, tangy flavor to it.
What are we making first?
Bourbon barbecue pork chop. So we're gonna make the brine. Salt, brown sugar, water, and then we add the root beer.
So a bone-in chop.
Let these brine for at least 24 hours.
What's next?
The bourbon barbecue sauce.
I got you.
Ketchup, brown sugar, apple cider vinegar, bourbon,
Good amount there.
molasses, root beer, coffee, Worcestershire, granulated garlic, granulated onion, chili powder,
Mustard and...
cayenne.
How much is that gonna reduce by?
About a third.
Barbecue sauce is done. What is this getting served with, by the way?
I do a tree fruit chutney.
And what tree fruit do we have today? Tell us about it.
Diced peaches, apples, sun-dried cranberries, garlic,
Ginger, nice call.
apple cider vinegar, sugar, lemon juice,
Here we go.
red pepper flakes, dry mustard, turmeric, ground coriander, and a little cinnamon.
Can't have a chutney without some cinnamon. And we'll let this cook down how long?
10 to 15 minutes.
What else we're gonna make?
Goat cheese grits. So I do half water, half milk, and we will add our grits, cook them down with butter and our heavy cream, goat cheese and salt to finish them.
Fantastic.
So we're gonna take one of our pork chops out of the brine. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this house seasoning.
Okay.
Sugar.
Not salt?
I mean salt.
Oh,
Granulated garlic.
you scared me to death.
Ground pepper, granulated onion, and ground thyme. Oil our chop, season it.
Grill it, and when it flat tops is when you're gonna glaze the barbecue sauce on it?
Yep. So now we're gonna plate this up. We've got our goat cheese grits right here. Put on our pork chop, token vegetables,
Token.
tree fruit chutney, little bit of chive oil.
The chutney is the kiss here. The chop itself is great. It's tender. It's got great flavor in it, but the sweetness and a bit of the acidity from the chutney, richness of the chop with a good sear on that, and then the tang of the goat cheese grits. I mean, the medley of what you put together, when you get that perfect bite of all three, dynamite.
The bourbon-barbecue pork chop.
The only thing I like better than drinking bourbon is eating food cooked with bourbon. It just provides such a richness.
How's the pork chop?
Really, really good.
Triple D hanging out in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. It's a special edition because I got my one and only brother from another mother, Justin Warner. We are here at Look's Marketplace. Now, it's not your everyday grocery store.
Heat seeker going up in the window.
There's something for everyone. From a complete charcuterie to a butcher shop, everything is phenomenal.
Skewering the Porkcules.
The Porkcules Sandwich starts out with a ciabatta bread that's made in-house.
You've got pork, and then you've got sausage.
It's incredible.
What are we on to now?
Ciabatta. We have water, yeast, flour, salt, olive oil. Start it up. Very, very slowly add the remainder of the water. Let it rest.
Portion.
It goes into the oven for about 16 minutes.
What are we into? What are we working on right now?
Working on our pit sausage for the Porkcules, beef chuck, back fat, and the pork.
By grinding this in the walk-in,
everything being cold,
you're preserving the fat. This thing can actually create a degree of heat that is going to self-render that fat. And if the fat's already rendered by the time it's in your patty, it's not going to make its way into your mouth.
Back in for a second grind.
And we're going to mix up the spices inside the grinder. Salt, curing salt, ground mustard, crushed red pepper, black pepper, coriander.
Totally key.
Granulated onion, granulated garlic. And we're just going to mix this thing.
Dig it.
Case up the sausage, smokes for about 45 minutes.
Next up?
Pork shoulder, a little yellow mustard.
You get the enzymes, you get the acid.
So we hit it with salt first so the paprika and stuff doesn't clog the pores of the meat.
Got it.
Salt is gonna open it up, start the osmosis. Exactly.
So now we're gonna hit it with the rub.
Whose rub?
Three Little Pigs rub. Then we hit it with their touch of cherry as kind of a finishing. Rest overnight, hit it with a little more rub. It's gonna go into our smoker for about 12 to 15 hours at about 200 degrees.
Love this.
Pull it, and then it's ready for the sandwich. First, we're gonna split the pit sausage.
Nice wood-fired grill. Pork butt.
Pork brisket. Regular butter, give it a nice toast. Let's build that sandwich for you. A little chili lime mayo. Pit sausage that we ground together. Pork brisket. Pulled pork. House-made spicy mustard barbecue sauce.
Got it.
Pickled red onion. Arugula on top.
Arugula. You know, like an old horn? Arugula. I'll just see myself out.
All right, and there's the Porkcules.
There are three textures of pork, three flavors of pork, because three things were treated individually and they brought out their best selves. It's a triple punch, left, right, left. The sauce and the accoutrement is not overpowering any of that. It just lets everybody sing, man.
Being that I was the host of the show, I agree with everything Justin says. This is a wonderful way to explore the world of pork. All the pork is fantastic, seasoned great. That ciabatta roll is the perfect vessel. It's a full home run. All right, Marcel, let me ask you a question. You like pizza?
Yep.
You like wings?
You know I do.
Yeah, you like barbecue?
Absolutely.
Awesome. What if I said we could watch the games, have great drinks, and eat all those foods?
Now, Guide, I don't come to Tempe much, but if that place exists, I'd know about it.
Well, let me introduce you to Bonfire.
Walking in, I have a Gila Monster Burger.
It's not your typical restaurant.
Arizona Gold Wings in the window.
Initially, we're like, oh, it's a new sports bar. Let's go watch the game. But the food is fantastic.
And for David Lindsley, the restaurant biz has always been more than just a game. It's a family legacy.
My grandfather owned a sports bar.
So you started from there. Got it. What kind of food?
Pizza, wings, burgers, barbecue is what we wanted to build the whole restaurant on.
It has great gourmet food. The spin on the pizza is awesome.
Full no smoky.
The Old Smoky Pizza gets smoked brisket, pork, chicken.
I go bite first, crust next. Sometimes I share with my wife, sometimes.
What are we into first?
We're gonna make our dough. You take 7 pounds of water, salt,
got it.
Sugar next.
Drop your yeast.
And then everything goes in. Garlic oil.
25-pound bag of flour.
That's not gonna spill everywhere. I have black oil.
How long are we gonna mix?
9 minutes.
Let it proof, portion it, and let it rest for 24 hours, and we'll use it tomorrow.
That's correct. We're gonna make barbecue sauce.
Got it.
Start with the water, cornstarch to make a slurry, ketchup, pineapple juice, apple cider vinegar. We also make our own smoke water. Brown sugar, Worcestershire,
molasses,
smoked paprika.
Go Marselius.
Dry mustard, salt, cayenne, granulated garlic, pepper, and onion powder.
How long are we gonna let this cook down?
6 to 8 hours.
All right, chicken thighs, pork butt, and the brisket. Chop it up and build the pie.
Okay, we're gonna take our fresh-made pizza dough, the barbecue sauce we just made, shredded mozzarella, pork, chicken, brisket, house caramelized onions.
What temp are you running that oven at?
650. We're gonna finish it with our garlic butter, also house-made.
How about we just start telling us when you don't make something in-house?
I didn't make the pan.
Thank you.
Granulated garlic and oregano, white cheddar cheese curds, fresh grated pecorino romano, shredded parm.
So watch how a pro does this. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
I know better than to not let him eat. It looks like a little kid's pizza in your hand.
Can I start?
Go right ahead.
Chef.
What I was gonna
In all honesty, when we started putting all those ingredients on the pizza, I thought it was gonna weigh down that crust. But the way you cook that pizza, the way the crust is, house-made, kept its texture, the structure, and the sauce works. That's a good balance. Really good pie.
You're going after my job, aren't you? Marcel's Masterpieces.
Seriously.
When you're a lot of things, you're trying to do barbecue, you're doing pizza and so forth, there's gonna be a flaw. I'm not finding it in that. Well done.
Is they're all smoky.
A couple of my buddies here, Chance and Charlie. How is it?
Pizza's incredible with the barbecue. It's killer.
The cheese curds slowly melt, so it's nice and gooey.
Has a good flavor.
So you know how that food truck craze is going on everywhere? Well, I've got one for you here in Louisville, Kentucky, where a guy is a non-food truck operator. That means he's got a food truck that really didn't run. So he borrows a kitchen from a buddy of his that has a bar. But the buddy that has a bar, well, he's gonna go out of business, so the guy borrowing the kitchen has to take the bar over. And, well, that's where we're at now. This is Mama's Mustard, Pickles, and Barbecue.
Half rack of beef ribs.
Everything's phenomenal here.
Got full chicken.
Don't really need sauces on anything.
Burn ends for you, sir. I found my barbecue place.
Which is something Casey native Chad Cooley was searching for when he moved to Louisville.
We wanted some barbecue that I was used to growing up in Kansas.
So he and his chef buddy, Jamie Given, took charge and bought a food truck thanks to a little Kentucky luck. Where did you get the money to do the barbecue?
The horse, Mucho Macho Man.
You were part owner in it?
Yeah. Seemed like every time we needed some more money, the horse would win a race. He just kept funding us as we grew.
Which is out of the truck and into a restaurant.
The beef ribs.
I refer to them as Fred Flintstone ribs.
There's so much on there you can't even eat it all.
All right, brother.
We're into our beef ribs. Bone-in chuck ribs.
Holy moly.
Yeah, that's one rack. Getting a little of the skin off the
Get
back.
it done.
Take as much fat off as we possibly can.
Really, all the way down?
Yeah, we want that rub to get into it. We don't want it to have to penetrate the fat.
And we're using Mama's rub again on this?
Oh, yeah. And go to the smoker. 230 for about 5 hours.
Okay.
All right, pickle time.
What type of cucumber is this?
We use English cucumbers. Sliced onions, a little bit of bell pepper.
Okay.
Garlic. This is what Mama taught us. We're gonna salt these and then ice them. That ice will slowly melt and just slowly salt them. Gives them a little bit more of a crunch, we think.
How long does that go?
2 to 3 hours. Then we're gonna make our brine.
Let's see it.
Start off with apple cider vinegar, a bit of sugar, mustard seed, celery seed, and turmeric.
That's where your color is.
Oh, yeah. Now we can add our cucumber mix. Right when they come to a boil, we'll get a good stir on them, into the walk-in, chill them, and
ready for service.
Yes.
All right, Hoss and Pfeffer, what do you got?
This is Mama's mustard. Start with apple cider vinegar, a little bit of egg yolk.
So a bunch of dry mustard.
And we'll hit the sugar, break up those yolks, and then our standard yellow mustard. Mix that, put it in a double boiler, cook it till it gets to about 100, 185 degrees, and it is fantastic. I put this on cold pizza.
On cold pizza?
Yeah, it's good on everything.
All right.
Yeah. Beef ribs right out of the smoker. 2 ribs per half rack.
Look at the size of that thing.
Yeah.
Whoa, look at the smoke ring on that. Dude, that is championship right there. That's no joke. Tender, not dried out. That is a righteous rib. That's got its own voodoo going on right there. Okay, so now a little mustard.
Yeah.
Oh, that goes great with that rib. And the bread and butter pickle, still enough body to it, still enough crunch, good amount of acid, nice little bit of sweetness to it. Like all the onion. That was a good pickle. That's a real good pickle. You look at the smoke ring on that beef rib, and you look at the size of it, it's just simple, straightforward, good.
Nice job, buddy. Thank you.
Nice job. I'm here to take you to a joint that is doing the bomb barbecue.
Wait, barbecue right now?
People tell me this place is off the hook. Are you hungry?
I'm always hungry.
This is Shepherd Barbecue.
Red plate in the window. Order up.
Where does this stack up in the world of barbecue?
It's the #1 place for me.
Good barbecue all depends on the person that's behind the smoker.
It's the genius of Brandon.
Which all started when Chef Brandon Shepherd was just a kid, hanging out around the pit at family cookouts. Then, after working in kitchens, he and his wife Elizabeth
Jalapeno cheddar sausage up.
decided to fire things up on their own. What kind of barbecue are you doing?
We kind of jump all over the place. Eastern North Carolina style pulled pork, but we also do brisket, pull a little bit from everything.
The boss hog and the collard.
The Boss Hog Sandwich has got your pulled pork, the jalapeno sausage in it, and it's just a flavor bomb.
All right, Chef.
This is our jalapeno cheddar sausage.
Okay, so the trimmings from the brisket and from the pork?
Yes, sir.
Got it. And what are we adding to it?
Granulated garlic, smoked paprika, crushed black pepper, curing salt, kosher salt, mustard powder. We have milk powder.
A little fat in there, got it.
This is actually cream.
Now, we're gonna add this to the meat and grind it on the meat?
Yes, sir.
Intersperse the peppers.
You just gonna do one grind, or are you gonna go multiple?
2 different runs with a coarse grind.
Okay.
And once all the grinding is done, we mix in mild cheddar. Now we're gonna put the sausage mixed into the stuffer to make our sausage.
Let's see it, Chef.
Look at that.
You'll twist it. Beautiful.
Then we smoke it.
What kind of smoker?
We have a custom smoker outside. It is a stick burner. We normally use hickory, post oak, and pecan.
Smoke at a low temp, 2.5 hours, then hold it, and then go again at a higher temp for another 3 hours.
Yes, sir. Now we're gonna season the pork butt.
So just salt and pepper. How long is this gonna smoke?
About 10 hours or so.
Okay.
And salt and pepper and the Carolina vinegar to get ready for service.
Okay, Chef, next up.
Our Carolina gold mustard sauce. We start off with yellow mustard, Dijon mustard.
This is the Carolina vinegar sauce you make?
Yes, sir.
I'll have a gallon of that to go. More white vinegar?
Water, Worcestershire sauce, smoked paprika,
Black pepper?
black pepper, cayenne, granulated garlic, granulated onion powder,
Where's my money? Sorry, I don't have anger issues. Red chili flake?
and white sugar.
That's on point. Love that vinegar. I love the heat. I love the simplicity. You call it gold. You're right.
We toast our bun with our beef tallow.
Beef tallow is what you smear on the bun?
A little bit of garlic as well.
I almost named you beef tallow when you were a child.
I'd have been okay with that.
Our house-made slaw is our sausage.
No, it's gonna be all right. I love the grind in it. Good amount of cheese, a little bit of heat, not too much smoke, right?
Good little snap to it.
Do our pulled pork, Carolina gold sauce, pickled red onions.
And the collard greens, give me the rundown on this.
A inspiration of my grandmother. We call these Helen's collards.
Those are great greens. Dynamite sandwich. The pork is tender, but doesn't have a ton of smoke. Sausage has got great bite.
Yeah, that's a great textural difference between the pulled pork and the sausage. I mean, it's nice to have that.
Coming for your job.
I'm, you know,
Textural difference.
that Carolina gold money.
We go put that on a flip-flop. Legit.
Slicing sausage for the boss hog.
It's crazy good. The pulled pork's got an excellent bark on it, really good flavor, really juicy.
I'm obsessed with the jalapeno cheddar sausage.
And collard greens are ridiculous.
I always get all collards. You gotta get those pit beans too as a side. My mama makes some good baked beans, but
Don't get us in trouble with mama.
This has been top notch.
Now, we're in Kansas City, Missouri. Now, to check out this next joint, I had to invite some real barbecue aficionados. That's right, my bros from my team, Motley Q. And this is Danny Edwards, Boulevard Barbecue. Let's go eat.
If you like good barbecue, you come here to eat.
This is a place.
This is a place.
Sauce that bird.
Sauce is on it.
Barbecue has been the Edwards family for decades.
Starting with Danny's dad, Jake Edwards, who opened the first joint back in the early 30s.
My parents used to take me to Jake Edwards Barbecue downtown in the 50s, and then Danny had a couple of places downtown and moved to this location.
Right on Southwest Boulevard, where he's been smoking and cooking since 2007.
Danny is behind the counter when you walk in the door. He's the man slicing the meats.
All the usual suspects, like pulled pork, beef brisket,
Hands down the best brisket in Kansas City.
and the November bird.
The smoked turkey is excellent.
Most of the year, it comes on a bun.
Turkey sandwich, coleslaw, rancher beans, and a jambalaya.
But come holiday season, he's selling the centerpiece.
So if you don't want to bother to cook, he's got them here for you.
Give us a rundown here.
Well, we're going to put the rub together. Garlic salt, black pepper, paprika. Just enough to do one bird.
Stand it up a little bit, put some in the cavity.
That's generous. Okay.
Backside.
Bay leaves?
Oh, got to put the bay leaves in the cavity.
And that's all she wrote. Let's go to the smoker. 5 hours, 265 on hickory.
Here we go. Let's go. We got a little smoke going.
Look at that. Good looking bird. Still think you should have made yourself a turkey, Danny. Really feel bad taking this all to myself. Look at this. I'm gonna go all King Arthur on it.
It's a little messy, but you can do it. It was a good piece.
The skin, not rubbery, and the turkey, nice and moist. Not too much smoke on it.
They smoke from the inside out, too, when you have that cavity open.
Oh, go. All right, let's put the whole thing together.
Curve off a little bit right here.
Got a little slaw on there.
The rancher beans go on that plate. And that's good and hot.
Oh, wow. That utensil is far undersized for this kind of food. This is tender, not over-seasoned, still nice and moist.
Tastes like turkey.
It tastes like turkey. But I think perfuming it with a little bit of wood just adds so much to it. I got a couple buddies with me. I want to see what they have to say. This is the crew from Motley Q. We all met down at barbecue camp down in Houston, Texas. We smoked turkey. Come on.
Oh, it's really good. Dark meat's really juicy.
Don't get your hands too close to the cage. Buy 2 turkeys, one to snack on the way to the family event, okay? Because you know once you get into somebody's house, you're not taking any home. Back in 2017, I did a show called Guy's Big Project. I brought all these people in and had this great show, and there was one guy in particular that stood out, and he said he's doing real deal barbecue. Looks like real deal barbecue. He says next time you come to Central Florida, you gotta check it out and let me cook for you. I'm here. This is Rashad Jones, and this is Big Lee's Barbecue.
Big Lee's smoked chicken and mac and cheese.
Ocala is a better place because of Big Lee's barbecue.
I need more Big Lee's burnt ends.
Big Lee's is big flavor.
Brisket is looking spot on.
A great natural flavor that you can't find anywhere else.
Would you call this Carolina barbecue, Kansas City barbecue, Texas barbecue?
I call it Big Lee's barbecue.
And there's definitely a story behind that name.
Big Lee's was inspired by Leon Archie, which is Rashad's uncle.
He inspired me.
What were you doing when you decided to get into the world of barbecue?
Working with at-risk kids to help them make better choices in life. I don't believe there's bad kids. I believe there's good kids that come up in bad situations. So you gotta give them a different situation. It's like food. You put the attention into it, it's probably gonna come out really good.
Rashad brings something different to the table that a lot of people don't really bring.
Big Lee's smoked ribs and a Kathy.
They're good ribs because they have meat on them. We love the Kathy. The brisket with the mac and cheese. I mean, you create a little space of heaven.
Okay, chef, let's see it.
This is our Big Lee's house rub. Salt, coarse ground black pepper, granulated onion, granulated garlic, oregano, basil, rosemary, thyme.
And thyme. All right, so you bring in the spare rib. You're gonna cut this down?
Yeah, I'm gonna knock some of this down. I like to get some of these little bones out.
Get some of the flap meat.
Get right in here. That's squared off pretty nicely.
You'll pull the silver skin. So what happens with the brisket?
A little bit too much fat on it. Knock that off, part of the point.
They both get the same dry rub. Are we gonna let this sit?
Absolutely, 24 to 48 hours.
What kind of wood they going on?
Central Florida oak. Low and slow, we don't really do time and tempo on a lot of things. Once the brisket has developed its bark, we're gonna pull it off the smoker. For this slab of spare ribs, I'm gonna let the color develop. I'm also gonna wait for it to get really tender so it bends easily, and then I'm gonna pull it.
What are we into?
Flame tang barbecue sauce. Butter, kosher salt, ground black pepper, cayenne, cumin, kind of let the aromatics from those wake up a little bit. Rice wine vinegar, apple cider vinegar, some bourbon, a bit of hot sauce.
Worcestershire?
Not too much. Granulated garlic, granulated onion, light brown sugar, yellow mustard.
And then a boatload of ketchup. How long is this gonna cook down?
Till the brown sugar dissolves.
A little bit of sweetness, the ACV's the right amount. I mean, that's my kind of barbecue sauce.
Now we're gonna start on the Kathy, brisket stuffed mac and cheese. We're gonna get into our cheese sauce with a little bit of butter. You let the butter brown just a little bit. Kosher salt, tiny bit of sugar. Processed cheese.
That gives that nice silky creaminess.
Extra sharp cheddar.
Ow! That's how sharp that was.
And milk. Let this cook down. All right, so now we're gonna stuff the mac and cheese with chopped sauce brisket.
Gorgeous. Do you have current registration on this rig?
Yes, sir.
All right. Cop pulled up just now. I almost had it. Oh. The fat just melts. Wow.
I'm gonna sauce this. Dump these cooked noodles in here. Let them get nice and saucy. Go down with a layer shredded Gouda.
Now brisket.
Cover that up with a little more Gouda.
And then the rest of the mac and cheese goes on top of that. And then more sharp cheddar. That's all she wrote.
This is going on the smoker, 30 minutes max. I'm gonna slice you up some ribs.
Look at that.
There you have it.
Love the barbecue sauce in the meat. The sharp cheddar on top, dynamite. I mean, mac and cheese with a dollop of smoked brisket on top of it would not be the same. There's something about infusing the flavor of that brisket into the mac and cheese. There's more smoke ring than there is meat. Juicy is an understatement. Dynamite bark, seasoned all the way through from that dry brine. That barbecue sauce, there's definitely good heat in it, definitely good vinegar in it. Every single thing here has its own uniqueness about it. That's what takes this to the next level.
Oh man, these ribs are looking great.
I love the ribs. The flavors are marinated through the meat.
They're really juicy, and I love the smokiness in it.
What do you think of those ribs?
They're delicious.
And no sauce on them.
Naked.
You are what?
No.
You ever had stuffed mac and cheese?
No, amazing.
Have you tried the sauce yet?
Yes, nice flavor. It elevates the meat. It's really good.
There you go.
Thank you, Rochelle.
Enjoy.
You can't get any better.
Thank you.
So I'm here in Bridgewater, New Jersey, between a strip mall and a doctor's office and a vacant lot, where there's a broken down barbecue truck. But don't have any fear, they know them around here. This is Big Pink's Barbecue.
We're getting a meatloaf sandwich.
Great barbecue, it's the best.
Brisket sliders for Ness. There's not a lot of food trucks like this food truck.
And there aren't a lot of pitmasters like former attorney Marty Gleason. He owns this funky food truck with Nazareth Saavedra, who met Marty when he was her high school wrestling coach.
I volunteer as coach for 30 years. It's my avocation while I practice law.
So give me the story.
My sister gave me a smoker for my birthday. I would smoke meat while I would be doing my law work.
That manifests itself into you quitting law and being in a food truck in a dirt lot. You know what? I think you follow your heart.
Big Pink for Alex.
The sandwich has everything on it. Pulled pork, pulled chicken, the sausage, the brisket.
A lot of flavor in every bite.
All right, the Big Pink.
First thing we're gonna start with is the rub for the chicken. Natural brown sugar, paprika, granulated garlic salt, cinnamon.
Onion, Old Bay.
Salt, mustard powder.
Gotta be lemon pepper.
You got it. Seasoned salt.
Chili powder.
Black pepper.
And it's gotta be cayenne.
Thank you for your help. Pray that it seals, or I'm gonna take a shower.
Make sure you get all your spices evenly mixed.
Yeah.
Sprinkle this on these chicken thighs.
Yeah, boneless, skinless.
Okay. How long is this gonna go on the smoker for?
Between 2 hours and 3 hours. 225.
Okay.
Make our rub for our brisket now.
Okay.
Kosher salt, a little lemon pepper, of course, black pepper.
All right, so a little mustard rub, and then adhere the black pepper, lemon pepper, salt combo. Now, how long will this go down on the smoker?
Until it hits 165 degrees.
Pull it and you wrap it?
Yep.
And then you either let it come up to 190 something or 211, 102, 2, 3, 5. You're gonna get a 4, 4, 45, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, 6, 7, 5, 5, 8. What are the sauces we're doing?
We're gonna do a huli huli sauce.
Okay.
Pineapple juice, ketchup, teriyaki, brown sugar and garlic. Heat that up, and we're gonna put the ginger in it.
Let's build a sandwich.
First, we put on the brisket, pulled pork, huli huli sauce, chicken, and then we put on my sausage.
Now the Abe Froman goes on.
Our 4-cheese Italian, onion rings, more Big Pink sauce, a little of our Alabama sauce on.
I'll be wearing this, folks.
Yeah, it is the Big Pink.
Gotta bring the hunch in for this, folks. Good smoke on the brisket. Like the pulled pork. Like that you get some big pieces out of it. It's not all shredded up. I love the onion ring touch and the house-made sauces. Only thing I recommend. A lot of napkins.
Yep. Big Pink for Kenny! Let's go.
The Big Pink is a beast. It's a workout to eat, but it's delicious.
I've never had anything like that before.
Yeah, it's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, the sausage and the Alabama sauce. Amazing.
I'm here in Kansas City, Missouri. Now, most folks would argue this is like the epicenter of great barbecue. So I'm here to check out a joint that has been smoking the meat and rocking the blues for over 20 years. What is this?
Hey, city boy, what do you know about barbecue?
This is Clint Boyer, and this is BB's Lawnside Barbecue. You're killing me.
King Combo?
Kansas City's the barbecue capital of the world.
Burn-in dinner?
And BB's is the best barbecue in Kansas City.
Barbecue Sundays?
It's an authentic Kansas City experience.
A little blues, a little brews, and some great barbecues.
A killer combo that local blues radio host Lindsay Shannon had a hard time finding.
If you look around town, there are not very many places doing blues and barbecue.
So in 1990, he and his wife Jo resurrected this old roadhouse. And 15 years later, handed the kitchen over to Mike Nickel.
Got rib tips coming out hot?
But as Clint and I are finding out, the real star here is the 1950s Hickory Smoke Pit.
Can you crack that for us?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see what this looks
Sure.
like. Oh! Look at that. All right, so what are we gonna make first?
Well, we're gonna prepare a whole brisket, and we're gonna prepare it for burn ends.
Are you a burn ends fan? Oh, I love
You
burn
can't
ends.
come to Kansas City without having burn ends.
Bring it.
It's Kansas City, baby.
All right, so give us a rundown. What do we got?
Well, what we're gonna start with is just making our brisket rub. Seasoning salt, meat tenderizer. We're gonna give it a good mix here. We're not gonna be shy. We're gonna be real generous with the rub. Rub it in. We're going straight to the smoker.
12 to 14 hours. Next up, brisket was smoked, point was cut, cooked it down 2 more hours. Now this is gonna give us the burn ends.
Let's take a look.
Oh. I gotta just grab out my hand. That was mine. Yours is still in there, way in the back to the left. Go get it. Look at that.
Perfection.
Time to cut.
Now we're just trimming off a little bit of the...
A little bit of the fat that's still left on there. Now we're just gonna cut it into the chunks we all know and love.
Look at that.
You don't get that in California.
Look at that nobule of meat.
Is that food talk? This is the winner right here. Oh, Daddy. That is money.
That is money. Look at the smoke ring right here.
This falls apart. It's perfect.
All right, so I'm about 45 minutes outside of San Diego, California, hanging out with Troy Johnson, one of my favorite Triple G judges. Now, Troy, where are you bringing me?
All right, now San Diego is right here in the extra like terrestrial solar system. This is way out in the middle of nowhere. San Diego was starving for barbecue. It had absolutely nothing. It was the moon of barbecue.
The moon of barbecue? Troy, it's a half-hour show.
You're just gonna like it, man.
This is Grand Ole Barbecue.
It has good southern barbecue, which you don't get in San Diego often.
It's Central Texas barbecue, to be exact. And it's in owner and San Diego boy Andy Harris's blood.
My dad's from Texas. Spent a lot of summers in Central Texas area eating good barbecue. So I got a smoker, just trying to duplicate those flavors. I wanted to bring Texas to San Diego.
Eventually teaming up with Chef Ami Cisneros on a new kind of jam.
We really tried to marry both barbecue and entrees into one. Borracho Beef Rib.
This thing elevates barbecue to the next level. From the buttery polenta to the queso and pickled onion relish on top, it's just insane.
What are we gonna make?
So we're making the El Borracho Beef Rib. We just season it with butcher grind pepper and salt.
Now, how hard is it way out here to find good help?
It's not as hard as I thought.
You got one of the best dishwashers, I'll tell you. Oh, speaking of which, we need him. Hey,
Yeah.
Troy, let's go. We're doing the show. Come on, hurry up. Oh, we just wanted you to say hi. Go back. Get back to the restrooms. Troy Johnson, food writer here, Washington. I mean, this must be a classic joint.
Yeah.
Into the smoker?
Into the smoker.
How long?
4 hours.
And what kind of wood are we using on the smoker?
White oak.
Next is the chorizo for the...
Queso.
Got it.
Ground pork.
Some cheese and meat grease.
And this helpful culinary tip brought to you by Cheese and Meat Grease.
Some minced onion.
Garlic and jalapeno.
Ground paprika. Ground ancho. Guajillo. Espresso chilies. Argentinian salt. Toasted coriander.
Smells like a sinus clearer.
So we're making the queso. We're gonna start with the roux. Butter, flour, beer. It's a Mexican lager. Heavy cream.
It's a low-fat dish. It's like mouth Pilates.
Mouth Pilates. 1 point of Troy being funny.
Shredded cheddar. Smoked Gouda.
That's so Gouda.
And American cheese. And then chorizo.
Like 5 Super Bowl parties in a pot.
Next, what do we have?
We got a relish, too. Pickled red onions, shallots, serranos, cilantro, lime zest, then the lime juice, extra virgin olive oil, corn chips. We crush them to order. Salt and pepper. Just mix it up.
Okay, put the dish together, sister.
Put the beef rib on top of the polenta,
Oh, that's tiny.
queso, and we top it with the relish.
Don't even grab anything, Troy. You don't need it.
I'll wash the dish when you're done.
Great smoke. Nice bark.
Boy, that sounds really delicious.
Each bite gets better.
Really?
What I did is I first just started with the barbecue. Now I'm enjoying some of the queso and the relish.
It's delicious. I like just...
It's fantastic. The fresh relief that you're getting from this corn chip salsa is dynamite.
All right, let's get in there.
This elevates the barbecue to another level. I've done a lot of barbecue joints. I've never seen anything like this.
And that relish is totally San Diego, too. That Mexican flavor, those serranos in there.
That's legit.
I'm in the great state of Tennessee, one of my favorites. Why? Well, home of Jack Daniels, the Grand Ole Opry, and some killer barbecue. Now, I'm in Hendersonville, about 10 miles from Nashville, on the corner of Center Point and Main Street, to check out a joint that's got a ton of character and a bunch of stories. This is Center Point Barbecue.
Brisket, corn on the cob, spicy red slaw.
The best barbecue in the South.
Pulled pork.
This is authentic as you're gonna get.
Everybody loves their barbecue.
Because when it comes to smoking meat, owner Robert Duke doesn't mess around.
You're the cleanest pit master I know.
Well, I cleaned up for you. This is my Sunday best.
And the smell coming from his 3 smoke pits is like a come-and-get-it bell for the locals.
Generally, I think you can smell it about a mile away.
Just makes your taste buds want to drop by and eat it.
Whether it's a full rack of ribs, smoky beef brisket, or one of Robert's down-home family traditions.
Pulled pork.
There's no other pulled pork around that even compares to it.
This is the entire shoulder together. Okay. Not gonna mess around, bone in.
We're gonna make our marinades. Gallon mouth sauce.
2 gallons of vinegar. Now what are we gonna do?
We're gonna mop it and just, like I said, generously. Let's do a little rub. Do a little crazy pepper here.
Crazy pepper.
Let's love on it just a little bit. A little bit of salt, not much.
And that's it.
You don't want
Getting
salt.
it ready for the smoke. What are we gonna smoke it with?
Shag bark hickory.
Shag bark hickory.
We get a lot of smoke out of it.
That's important. Give me overalls, I'm staying.
Ready to go.
Let's go. Look at this monster. 225.
225, that's it.
For 18 hours.
Anything more than that's a sin. We're gonna cook fat side up, and it's just gonna keep on basting itself as it turns.
I got you. Hit it. That's black as night.
We're smoking.
What is the yield you're getting off of this thing?
At 50, 55.
55%.
Right.
It's redunculous. Look at the bark on that, man.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
You want to bust this thing open?
It ain't gonna take much.
So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna bust it down the middle. Pull it back, just let it go, all right? We're gonna let you get your own meat out of there, so if you want over here, or you want over here, or you want up here, it's your choice.
Well, I'm gonna take a little bit up here.
That's the good part. I love that part right
I
there.
like that up there where there's more movement, you know, up in that. There you go. You dig right up in there.
That's it.
See that right in there? Peekaboo, I see you.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
There you go. That's what we're talking about. So it comes with a whole heap of pickles, and what's that? A pancake?
It's our cornbread patty.
So I don't like putting my sauce on my meat. I like to have it there to dip.
Well, I'm telling you.
I gotta tell you something. The pork has been cooked down to a point that you don't see very often. A little heat, a little sweet, right on your meat. Awesome job.
That's what I think barbecue should taste like.
The pulled pork is some of the best I've had anywhere.
It just melts in your mouth. It is really good.
Now I'll give you a little bit of history. You know, I worked at some butcher shops. When I was 12, growing up in Ferndale, I worked at Ferndale Meats making the jerky. When I moved here to Las Vegas to go to college, I worked at Shulman's Meats. So when I find out there's a 70-year-old butcher shop up here in Northwest Las Vegas that's making their own sauce, their own rubs, their own jerky, their own sausage, their own barbecue, and they're serving it in their own backyard, I just gotta check it out. This is John Mole's Meats and Roadkill Grill.
You want some brisket?
Yes, sir. The food is fantastic.
Enjoy that now.
Chuck makes the best barbecue in town.
That'd be Chuck Crump, John Mole's grandson.
So your grandfather opens this place in the 40s. There's no electricity here.
In the sticks.
I mean, this had to be sticks.
Sticks.
Why out here?
It was cheap.
Then your dad had it, then your uncle had it, and then you got it in '81. It started out in butchering and it turned into
everything.
Now, Louisiana and Texas and those parts, people understand what a hot link is. It's a spicy sausage, but not overly spicy. And I think that the rest of the country needs to kind of get in with that because it's a fantastic sausage. You agree?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
So you're gonna cut this down, you're gonna process it and case it?
Yes, sir.
All here.
Mm-hmm.
And what are we cutting?
This is a shoulder clod.
This is the inside part of the
shoulder.
Look at how sharp the knife is. I like your hook, Captain.
This is a Khmer hook.
I'm jealous. You get to come out here and just cut meat up and play butcher.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
If it wasn't your job.
Have one.
There you go.
We're gonna grind the meat for the hot links.
No neckties allowed. And you wonder where Play-Doh got their idea.
Red spaghetti. Okay, we're gonna make the emulsion. The emulsion will give us a better penetration to the meat.
What, to make it snow cones?
Exactly. Gonna add meat to it.
Why are we adding just a little bit of meat in there? Just as just something for it to bind to that becomes a medium? Like a meat slushy?
Exactly.
Let me get my straw out. Okay?
This is milk powder. Anytime you break down the meat, you actually take away protein, so you add more protein back to it. Salt. We got black pepper, sodium nitrite.
Yep, you gotta have the pink in there. It's a preservative and it keeps the color.
Coriander, garlic, caraway,
hickory,
smoke powder.
Should buy that company.
Nutmeg, paprika, and cayenne pepper.
It does have a hot characteristic to it, but it's not hot like you're burning your mouth off.
Exactly. Now we're gonna add some water.
Everybody in the pool. It's meat slurpy snow cone.
Looks tasty, don't it?
You want me to go get the cones?
We're gonna mix the hot links now.
Now the slushy goes in. Okay, so now we've got our mix. Everything's combined. Look at that sausage-making monster. Now I was talking about you. Let's roll.
This is a hydraulic stuff.
Piston's gonna come up from the bottom?
Exactly. This is the casing. We're gonna actually put that on this stuffing horn right here.
Tie the end off. Here we go. And you're gonna run it with a thumb gauge?
Yes, sir.
Wow. That is just Yahtzee. And now, will you tie them off or twist them off?
We're gonna twist them off.
Grab it, move it down, so. Give this one a little twist.
You're pretty good at that.
I made a few sausages in my day, son.
You did good.
Then what happens?
Hang them on a smoke stick.
Where they'll cure for 16 hours. Then they'll hit them with applewood smoke for another 6.
And then put them back on the grill, just to give them some grill marks.
Look at that. Put juice in that. When it snaps, you know it's good. That snaps. The hot link is outstanding. This ain't no hot dog. I'm such a hot link fan. This has got to be one of the best. Not just on Triple D. I'm talking in general. Outstanding. I'm looking for elevated bar food at a joint that's serving up something called Barnchos. This is Born in a Barn.
Chili cheese fry app in the window.
There's burgers and wing joints all over the place, but this place, that's the standard.
Smoked wings, Carolina sauce for you.
The atmosphere, the service is wonderful.
The bar's really fun.
Whether you're wanting to party a little bit on game day or just looking for a meal.
The food is like amazing, like the nachos.
Barnchos up!
I love the Barnchos. That's my go-to usually.
You have those crispy pub chips that come fresh out of the fryer. Then you get that smoked pork in with the queso.
That's an appetizer for our whole family. Everybody enjoys it.
What are we making first?
Just the basic rub for our pork shoulders. Salt in first, pepper, brown sugar.
The emphasis on the brown.
Paprika, onion powder, granulated garlic.
Dry rub it. Let's go to the smoker.
225, and we smoke 18 hours. Shred it up.
All right, what are we making?
This is our house-made queso. Heavy cream.
Emphasis on the heavy.
Easy melt cheese, pepper jack, little Swiss.
And that's it.
Now we're gonna make our barbecue sauce. Good old molasses. Good old molasses. Honey, brown sugar, yellow mustard, apple cider vinegar, Worcestershire, dark rum.
Yes.
Black pepper, dark chili powder.
Kitchen sink is next.
Clove, allspice, liquid smoke. That base cooks down, then we add that ketchup. That's our sweet and smoky barbecue right there.
Okay.
We're gonna do our hot buffalo.
Again on the flat top.
2 pounds butter in there. Cayenne, ghost chili powder. Celery salt, paprika, crushed red pepper. hot sauce.
Once they're cooked down, we'll mix them together for the sauce for the Barnchos. All right, let's talk about these. Those are some of the crunchiest potato chips I've ever had in my life. How many rinses do they get?
3, and our brine is ice cold water, white distilled vinegar, and kosher salt. Let that rest at least 24 hours, then we'll fry them. A little seasoning, toss, that's our base. Now we're gonna build our Barnchos, our shredded pork, bacon, hot queso. I gotta get every chip a little love. Our pork, a little bit of bacon on top, cheese, diced red onion, a little jalapeno, the spicy barbecue. That's Barncho.
Dude, the barbecue sauce is awesome. The cheese sauce, delicious, not too much. Good smoke on the pork. Love the big chunks of bacon. I thought that I was going to find the hole in this. I can't even make a hole in this. I've been digging into this thing for a while. Those are legit. Shut the front door, back door, shut the barn door.
Cheese and Barnchos.
The queso's delicious, and that spicy barbecue sauce adds a little bit of kick in there. They're not stingy with the meat, so you're always gonna get a good portion.
I don't know that I could finish that with 3 friends.
I don't think I could either. Do you want some?
I'm just coming out of my food coma from when I had them.
Chicken mac entree, ready for pickup?
Their chicken, the fries, everything, like, this is the best place.
It is the spot in Laramie, bar none.
When it's something as simple as a burger or the Barnchos, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it right from the very beginning elements, and you're doing it. So I'm here in El Paso, Texas. I'm in a strip mall, and I'm looking for, wait for it, barbecue. Now, wait, listen. I felt the exact same way. I mean, El Paso, Texas, real deal barbecue, strip mall. You gotta be kidding me. Until I heard about this dude. He's got a big monster smoker that's a stick burner. I mean, no gas assist. It's real deal. This is Desert Oak Barbecue.
Pull these briskets.
Everything I've ever tried on this menu is awesome.
Run them in.
So there's a lot of great food in this town. Is there a lot of barbecue?
Not really. It's the only barbecue that I consider barbecue.
What's different about here is the way they smoke it.
Which is a trick that owners Rich Funk and his wife Suzanne have borrowed from another part of the Lone Star State.
It's a Central Texas-style barbecue, which they use oak.
This is a stick burner barbecue.
Yeah.
So you're back there and you got to keep this thing rolling.
We cook day and night.
And the specialty of the house is?
El Paso stuffed potato.
Here you go, El Paso potato with brisket.
Stuffed baked potato is powerful, you know? You get that baked potato and cheese and beans, and you have beautiful, moist brisket.
It'll definitely fill you up.
What are we making first?
Jalapenos toreados, and we're gonna top the El Paso stuffed potato with them. Roast the jalapenos.
No oil, no nada.
Lime juice, soy sauce.
And the onions.
Marinate overnight.
What's our next step?
We're gonna prepare the potato. We wrap it in foil, throw it in the smoker.
How long does it take to cook?
About 4 hours.
I can put on there what type of meat I want?
Yeah.
I want to see what the brisket's all about.
Big old fat brisket right here. We're gonna trim it, and we need a perfect shape.
And where did you learn this crazy technique?
It was a lot of trial and error.
You've been on trial a lot? Now, Salt and Pepper City.
This is ready to go in the smoker. 18 hours, between 250 and 275.
Make it happen, Captain.
All right, let's make a potato. I'm gonna roll it, soften it up.
Beat it up is more like it.
You know, it's just a garnish at this point.
Some butter.
Salt, pepper, cheese, sour cream, some chives, and some brisket. That's a 1/4 pound right there. Some beans, and our jalapeno.
Anybody ever eat the whole thing?
Yeah.
What football team do you play for? There's a lot more going on in this than what most people would call the average stuffed baked potato. Oh, Toreado is one of my new favorite things. One thing I like on your brisket, it's not overly smoky, nicely seasoned, good bark, beans are delicious. The whole thing is a package deal, man, besides the fact that it's not a human size. It's like 4 human sizes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right, Jesse, do your thing.
When I'm hungry, I definitely get the stuffed potato. Great flavors, great zest to it.
The brisket is just consistently moist in the middle. Incredible.
You've had good barbecue.
Yeah.
In a strip mall?
This used to be a food truck, actually.
No, this is a strip mall, buddy. You can't tell me it was a food truck. I can tell there's no wheels on this.
1/4 pound of brisket.
Desert Oak has definitely the best barbecue here in El Paso.
Just a delectable delight.
You're the real deal. Everything that you're doing really mindfully. And that is what it takes to be great at barbecue. Nice job.
Thank you.
Here I am in the northwest region of Des Moines, Iowa, to check out a joint that's in the Beaverdale area. This is the Flying Mango. Crazy.
It's the best
barbecue in the Midwest.
Sliced brisket sandwich.
The smell starts out in the driveway because you smell the smoker.
Fired up by chef and owner Mike Wedeking.
Old school, all wood. Built it myself about 20 years ago.
Built it myself.
Yep.
And since he opened in 2003, he's been dishing out cooking he learned down south to the folks in the Midwest.
This meat certainly holds up next to West Texas, Dallas, Austin.
Got a half rib dinner, red beans and rice.
The ribs are served Memphis style, and they have an awesome rub on them.
We're gonna make some ribs?
We're gonna make some rib rub first. A little paprika, onion powder, black pepper, salt, cayenne, celery salt, crushed red pepper flakes.
Whoa!
Garlic powder, ancho chili powder.
And that comes together for the rub. Would you like your ribs, sir? Baby backs. Okay, you gonna flip those, rub them down?
No, I don't do the backside.
That's it, you don't do the backside?
Nope.
Okay, so out to the smoker, and what are we smoking with?
Just cherry wood.
How long?
4.5, 5.5 hours, depends on the wind direction.
Next up, barbecue sauce. Ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum.
Worcestershire, apple cider, brown sugar, little lemon juice, little paprika, cayenne, black pepper, crushed red pepper, ancho chili powder, little celery salt, ground yellow mustard, onion powder, garlic powder.
What is a game called? Let's use everything we can at the Flying Mango?
Dissolve that a little bit. Ketchup. Simmer for 4 or 5 hours. We're done.
Looks good, man.
All right. A half slab of ribs, our sweet potato pancake, red beans and rice, the mango sour cream.
Okay. The rib is tender. It pulls off the bone, doesn't fall off the bone. Great dry rub. It's got great bark on it. It's got a little sauce. Great tang, great acid, a little bit of sweetness, enough heat in there. You get another whole entree here with the red beans and rice. The sausage ratio to this is outstanding. That's a real package. It's straightforward. Nice job.
Thank you. We're known for our barbecue, but it's an eclectic mix of everything I like to eat. I don't have a fryer, and I don't do salmon, and I don't sell hamburgers.
So you made a menu about you.
Exactly.
Which means putting that smoker to use on one of his southern seafood specialties.
A catfish cake with collard greens.
Mike does an incredible job with catfish.
Just when you bite into the catfish cake, it's a little crunchy on the outside, and then you can just taste the vegetables on the inside.
Now we're into making
smoked catfish cakes.
Let's get into it.
Onion, celery, fresh red pepper, poblano chilies. You want a nice smoked catfish. I like them kind of chunky. Into the bowl.
All right, so we're loaded up with catfish.
We've got ground coriander, black pepper, dried basil, ground cumin, a little salt, Creole mustard, mayonnaise. Now a couple of egg yolks.
Are we gonna bring the veg in now?
That'd be awesome.
So there we go. We'll put it all together. You break it down, still leaving some texture.
Yeah, I like nice chunks.
Yeah. All right, put this together. We're gonna do this in a pan?
We're gonna go that right on the flat top. Yep.
And what's this gonna get served with?
Organic collard greens.
You're gonna use any pig fat in there?
Yep. A little tarragon vinegar, some
nice.
Onion, dark brown sugar, fat cap off the smoked pork shoulder.
And how long are those gonna cook?
45 minutes.
Dig it.
Here's the cornbread.
Now the greens.
A little of the remoulade.
Wow. Delicious greens. Tender, they got a nice bite to them. A little bit of that tarragon vinegar coming through. Those are just humongous chunks of catfish. It's delicate. It's big flavor. You couldn't make that any better.
It's absolutely my favorite thing to eat here.
It's about as real deal as it comes. Huh?
Thank you.
Well played. I'm about 15 miles outside of downtown Memphis, but I'm in Mississippi to check out Memphis Barbecue Company.
Out of the 100 or so barbecue places that are around here, this is my top barbecue place.
But it takes more than just Melissa to serve up these great flavors. Even her daughter Lauren is stepping up to the plate.
She's 13.
Years old.
Yes, and she is my head hostess.
This is a mom being a little modest now.
She is the 5-time Mississippi State hamburger champion. She competed in her first competition when she was 6.
Seriously, with what recipe?
with her own recipe.
That evolved into one of this joint's top sellers.
Crunch burger.
I've never had anything like it before.
So what makes it crunch?
Pork rinds.
I know pork rinds, chicharrones we have in California. This is what it's coming from?
There's smoked dehydrated pork fat that we're gonna fry it. No.
Not so much crunch.
Not yet.
Let's fry 'em.
Let's go.
Fries up. So this is it. A little barbecue rub on there. And then these will actually go on the burger?
They actually go on top of the burger.
Better hurry up and make them.
All right.
All. One burger or two burgers?
Well, you get 2 burger patties.
I'll roll out of here.
Smash them out.
Nice technique.
A little hamburger seasoning. This is minced onion, garlic, seasoned salt, a little black pepper. This is our spicy barbecue sauce.
Okay.
Put a little bit of that on the burger patty.
Same basis of how you start your other barbecue sauce?
It is exactly the same, followed by some cheddar cheese. Now we have to do secret stuff. All right, burger's ready. Juke sauce.
Who?
Juke sauce comes from down in Mississippi, juke joints. Cheesy goodness. And last but not least, pork rinds. That's a crunch burger.
I like it.
Smash.
That chicharron in there. The juke sauce is great too. Burgers cook perfectly. Nice melt on the cheese. You got all the produce you need in there, but it's when you get that extra little crunch out of that chicharron. Dynamite burger.
Thank you.
Cooked right, seasoned right, enough ingredients, ridiculously too big, and the chicharron made it.
Thank you.
Thank you much, world champion.
It's a fistful of hamburger. Just so many different flavors. This is really killer.
So I'm here in Des Moines, Iowa. I say Iowa, what do you think? Exactly, pork. I say pork, what do you think? Barbecue. I say Des Moines, Iowa, I say pork, I think barbecue, and I think about that team that's won almost every barbecue competition there is, and they've got a restaurant. That's right, this is Smokey D's.
Barbecue nachos with pork.
Food here is phenomenal.
Half rack, bean and mac.
It is a bonanza of barbecue bliss.
Courtesy of champion barbecuers Darren Worth and Shad Curtin, 2 dudes who opened this joint in 2010. And at 11,000 square feet, well, I'm calling it the Swine Coliseum. This is nuts. 3 full-blown smokers, 24/7.
24/7.
That's a big Ferris wheel in Flavortown.
The brisket pork, the ribs are crazy.
And don't forget about the chicken.
Asian smoked wings?
They've got a real nice smoke flavor to them, and then they deep fry them. They've got a nice crunch at the end.
But the whole coop come with this order?
The whole coop.
Dynamite. And I like that you cook your wing crispy. It's fantastic. Cherrywood plays in perfect. Great spice, nice balance, subtle, not overdone. Great job, brother.
Thanks.
Great job.
Asian smoked wings?
The smoked wings are really juicy, really tender.
I love the Asian glaze sauce. It's fantastic.
You can see why they get awards for their food.
There are a lot of trophies around here. You know you're getting something good.
Order up in the window.
I love this place.
You have got a real nice variety on your menu. And the food's legit, man. You're the real deal. Thank you. No wonder you win all the time. Hanging out in Burlington, Vermont. We're at the Bluebird Barbecue Joint, and they're taking their classic cue and running with it.
Got a Pitmaster ramen, add burn ends.
Barbecue inside of ramen, normal?
No, however, the flavors really do pair well together.
It has that smoky flavor that's delicious.
We're gonna show you how we make our burn ends, which is the topping for our Pitmaster ramen. Season this brisket up with a salt-pepper blend.
This is gonna go on the smoker how long?
15 hours. We started at 220, and then we'll bump it up to 250 for the final 2 hours of the smoking process.
Got it. Let's talk about the beef broth.
So this is actually gonna be a chicken broth. Yes.
Really?
A little different.
All chicken bone.
Just backs and necks. They
Got
have
it.
really great collagen in there.
The collagen is what creates that creaminess.
Then we have onions, carrots, celery, fresh thyme, bay leaves, black peppercorns,
Excellent.
and submerge with water.
How long is this gonna run?
12 hours.
And that's the stock that we're holding for the dashi.
Absolutely. Put in some ginger, a little garlic,
lemongrass,
soy sauce, bonito flakes, kombu,
cilantro, green onions. All right, how long is this gonna go?
For an hour on high heat, and then we're just gonna drop it for 30 minutes on a simmer and then strain it. We also add lime juice in ours for a little bit of brightness. So here's our brisket.
Gorgeous.
We are going to take the point of it off and chop this up into cubes.
Super tender, not dry.
We cook till an internal temperature of 203.
I can't have this. I only cooked at 202. I can't have it.
Our Pitmaster rub, Texas-style barbecue sauce right
That you make in-house also?
Yes.
Back to the smoker.
For 1 hour at 250. So, we're assembling our Pitmaster ramen right now.
Okay.
Drop our pre-blanched ramen noodles in our dashi broth.
Where are the noodles from?
Sun Ramen Company out of Hawaii.
Those
They're
are the
best.
ones.
Our 6-minute egg.
I can only have a 4.3276519 egg.
On high heat or low heat?
That's on medium.
Noodles and broth right into our bowl. Pickled carrot that we do in-house. Pickled jalapeno, also done in-house. Shaved radishes.
Which we did at the barber shop.
Some chopped scallions. And then comes our burnt ends. Fresh cilantro, toasted sesame oil. That is how we do ramen.
Yeah, just what I expected to see when I walked into the old Bluebird. Oh, you guys are still here? I was having a shovel fest. The dashi broth is spot on, and it's actually a little more aggressive than maybe a typical dashi because you're gonna drop in these big pieces of burnt end, which I was so worried was just gonna turn into a smoke pit. No, it doesn't.
Absolutely not.
Love the acid of the pickling and a really good noodle.
Yeah.
Legit, bro.
Noodles going in.
The meat is so tender and juicy. It's got that umami, the whole sweet and sour and deliciousness.
So we found a place where two buddies that went to school together built a place that everybody loves to go to. This is Pounds.
Chicken tenny melt in the window.
It's our go-to date night.
Great spot for food, drinking, dancing.
Got your elote over, ready to sauce up.
Favorite thing on the menu?
I had never heard of a poutine, and they said that this place has gravy and fries and cheese curds all mixed in one. And I was like, what the is that?
Well, it's the kind of stuff Brandon Hers and Alan Cation are putting together after a journey that started in high school and ended as owners of this joint.
We actually didn't like each other in high school.
You didn't like each other in high school. That's a good way to start the business.
Well, we worked together in this place before it was Pounds. The offer came up to buy it, and we pooled together money really quick.
What's the food?
But we wanted to take good culinary foundation and apply it to, like, everyday
concepts.
Yeah. Pork or mac in the window.
The barbecue pork mac and cheese, all around, just a very flavorful dish.
Oh, I think it's kind of a guilty pleasure, actually.
What dish are we making first?
Pulled pork on macaroni and cheese with barbecue sauce.
The health craze is taking over Fargo.
We're gonna make the spice rub for our pulled pork. Brown sugar, paprika, chili powder, cayenne, garlic powder, onion powder,
kitchen sink,
dried oregano, coriander, cinnamon, nutmeg,
fenugreek,
dry mustard powder,
sumac,
chipotle powder.
Nothing else you want to add to it? Why weren't you guys friends in high school?
Well, I didn't get the seat at the cool kid table.
Well, who's the one on the show right now?
The tables have turned, yeah.
Oh, how you enjoying the lobby?
We're gonna take our pork. We score it a little bit. We want the salt to be in every little square inch.
Really work its way through.
Yeah. Black pepper as well, pork rub. Now we're doing the mustard. This has vinegar in it, which is gonna help break down a lot of the connective tissue that we have here.
We're gonna grill it with the mustard.
That's correct.
Okay.
It's like that char flavored. Now we're gonna get our braising liquid together. Beer, cola, cider vinegar, some Worcestershire, liquid smoke.
A lot of it.
Salt.
Pour this in.
Braise this for about 2.5 hours, just until you can shred it.
Dig it. Next up, mac and cheese.
Half and half.
In the double boiler, so it doesn't have direct flame contact, so it doesn't burn it.
Heavy cream, cream cheese, shredded white American cheese.
You think you want to get a bigger pot, Chef?
Shredded cheddar? No, it'll mix. Got to give it some time.
Oh, I'll get the time for you. What do you want?
No, I need my assistant back.
Alan!
You're into Gouda? All right.
It's so Gouda.
Little guy bird feeder. Just put some Gouda out there. Now we're gonna make our little sauce mixture for the mac sauce. Buffalo sauce, salt, pepper, onion and garlic.
Stir that up.
Add it to our sauce. Take our immersion blender and make sure everything gets incorporated properly.
What do we have left?
Barbecue sauce, ketchup, Dr. Pepper, Worcestershire, cider vin, brown sugar, paprika, cayenne, chili powder, garlic powder, onion powder, bay leaves, salt. Bring it up to a boil and then simmer for about a half an hour.
Gosh, there's a lot of ingredients in this monster.
Take a little bit of oil, pork, let this sear off. Noodles into our mac sauce, plate our pork sauce.
This comes with a side of treadmill. Pickled jalapenos. It's a dynamite dish. Everything's gotta be right. Any one part of this not being right, you just put two sides together and call it a main dish. That's right on top of right and added some more right. The pork is delicious and not dried out. The barbecue sauce has got fantastic tang and not overly sweet. The mac sauce gives you that thin, silky, creamy texture. And the real kicker to the whole thing is the diced jalapenos, a little bit of the acidity, a little bit of the heat. Delicious dish. I mean, like, really have to take it away from me. I want to eat it all kind of dish.
Got the barbecue pork or mac and cheese.
The pulled pork has a really nice flavor, and the mac and cheese is nice and gooey.
It's just the perfect amount of sauce on it. It has a little bit of a tang.
So we're here in Anchorage, Alaska, and on Triple D, we always say if it's funky, we'll find it. Well, this goes beyond funky. This goes into inspirational. This goes into a place I don't think we've ever seen before. You take a 21-year military vet who learns how to cook, teaches himself to help his family through cancer, and turns it into a restaurant that everybody's talking about. This is Waffles and Whatnot.
Sarah's Waffle Up.
Everything's waffles here, and these are the best waffles in town.
More waffle batter.
They're appealing to the eye, and your tongue will be happy.
But it was actually health that was Derek Green's true inspiration.
Recipes and everything that I came up with literally was because I had a wife that had cancer and also had a mom that had cancer. And you can hide a lot of ingredients in the waffle so that they don't have to take as many pills.
After his wife passed, Derek took his waffles to the public, working his way to opening this joint that he runs with his wife, Lee Ron.
4 confused cousins.
This one has mac and cheese, it has barbecue sauce. The chickens are phenomenal.
You will not go away hungry.
What are we into, Chef?
This is the waffle for the confused cousin chicken sandwich.
Confused is right here.
Almond milk, flour, baking powder, pure vanilla. I have a second type of vanilla, also pure vanilla, white sugar, brown sugar, and then we have a substitute for eggs. Keep it vegan. Coconut oil.
And let her fly. Next step.
Chicken coating. Unbleached all-purpose flour, adobo, granulated garlic, white pepper. This is a Mediterranean spice blend that we import from Israel.
That's awesome.
Parsley, granulated onion, kosher salt.
Got it.
Next, the chicken. We're gonna go dry flour, egg wash, dry flour, grease. 350, 6 minutes.
What are we making next?
Garlic mac.
Okay.
Colby Jack cheese.
Oh, you're going immersion circulator.
Yes.
Aren't we chefing it up a bit now?
Sharp cheddar cheese, sodium citrate to make sure that it doesn't clump up.
And some heavy cream.
Seal that up.
Why not just melt it in a pan like everybody else?
Sous vide.
Hot shot.
We have our noodles in the pan, eggs, bacon fat.
Oh, so another vegan dish.
Nothing vegan about this one, brother. Ghee, garlic salt, granulated garlic, white pepper.
You got to think about white pepper.
The white pepper is there because a lot of our dishes have turmeric, and the active ingredient that is curcumin, very healthy for you. And one of the best ways for the body to absorb that is mixed with white pepper.
Okay.
Dump that cheese sauce and some heavy cream in this.
The last thing we have to make is the barbecue sauce, and then the barbecue sauce is part of the house sauce.
Correct. Water, brown sugar, paprika, mustard, garlic, black pepper, salt.
All right.
Ketchup, lemon juice, molasses, liquid smoke, light corn syrup.
Take me to Flavor Town, brother.
So for our house sauce, we're gonna begin with some hot sauce, ranch, then that barbecue sauce, honey.
Let's see it, bud.
Grill some cheese, chicken, maple syrup, scoop up this side of cheese, slap some bacon on there, garlic mac, spicy barbecue. Smash that down, finish that off with a little bit of house sauce.
I'm actually scared. Can I phone a friend?
I wonder how much this little piggy weighs. 2 pounds. You think I need more of that in my day? You eat this. I don't even know how to attack it.
Hands.
Pick it up? You have a pressure washer?
That's a bite.
Mac and cheese is delicious. Chicken's nice crisp on that, nice crunch. One of my favorite things is that spicy barbecue sauce. That contrasting with the maple syrup, you get the hot, you get the spice, then you get the sweet. It is a gigantic juxtaposition of flavors and textures. Dynamite.
Here's your confused cousin.
We do not show up in Alaska without the Alaska superstar of diners, drive-ins, and dives, the one and only Benny Lin from Pagoda Restaurant in North Pole, Alaska. So what do you think?
Good flavor. The barbecue sauce, really nice. Good waffle. Crispy, the chicken cooked just right.
So I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I am looking for what? Exactly, some real deal barbecue.
You know what it is, guy? With this crate 502 in here, we just got to bump the timing up a little bit. That's all it is.
So you call your buddy Rutledge, who knows a lot about cars and a ton about barbecue. This is the real deal?
This is the real deal.
This is Fox Brothers Barbecue.
Smoke wings up in the window.
Fox Brothers is probably the best barbecue I've ever had.
All right, plate up.
Just one of those places you gotta come to.
Pork plate up in the window. Run it.
It's legit Texas barbecue, and they nailed it.
They are Jonathan and Justin Fox, just your everyday barbecue-loving Texan twin brothers. How'd you guys get this started?
We pretty much just started cooking in our backyard for our friends.
And in 2007, they moved from backyard parties into a massive business.
We smoke probably 10,000 pounds of pork and brisket a week.
Are there no other restaurants? Are we on an island?
Pretty much.
It's that good.
Hey, you put good food out there, people come.
Which includes a big fan of what these twins are turning out. My buddy, Top Gear host, Rutledge Wood.
It is the best barbecue in Atlanta, hands down.
Fox Brothers Burger up in the window.
The Fox Brothers burger is a mouthful.
It's sort of a misnomer to call it a burger. It's not a burger at all. It's brisket.
You can tell it's just smoked all day on the hickory, and your hair smells like it when you leave, and that's how you know you're at a good barbecue joint.
All right, let's get after it.
This is certified Angus beef. Just trim down this fat just a little bit. Now we're gonna season our brisket with our salt and pepper seasoning.
Brisket with salt and pepper. That is as Texas as it comes. Now we're gonna go to the smoker?
We're gonna go to the smoker.
Great.
We cook it overnight, 10 to 12 hours at 200, 205 degrees.
Basically as low as it'll go.
Yep.
Let's go. So now what are we into?
Our homemade barbecue sauce.
Bring it, doctor.
We got a homemade ketchup. We got some vinegar.
Distilled white?
Yep.
Next up?
Hot sauce.
Anybody particular?
Texas Pete, of course.
There you go.
Well, Texas
Made in
love.
Carolina.
Texas Pete, made in Carolina, used in Atlanta?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Next up?
Black pepper. Granulated garlic.
Blackstrap molasses.
Yep.
Okay.
Brown sugar. Worcestershire sauce. Chili powder.
Was that silent grunting?
Yeah, that's what we do in the South. When you like something, you just go,
Onion powder.
Onion powder.
And last but not least?
Salt. Just let it come at the tip and simmer for about 30, 40 minutes.
Beautiful.
What are we making now?
We're making pimento cheese.
Let's get into it.
Cheddar cheese. Pepper jack cheese.
You know what? If you're gonna try it, I just feel like I should try it
You
too.
better get right in there.
Mayonnaise. Pimentos. A little pepper. And for some heat, cayenne pepper. Mix it up by hand. Let's make a patty for our Fox Brothers burger.
All right, let's make a burger.
So we're gonna take this brisket.
Oh my gosh, that's good. Get after it, Zorro.
We got some of our house-made jalapeno mayo right here. Pimento cheese patty. And we're gonna take this beautiful thing and throw it under the salamander.
We gotta hurry up and get this burger out before Rutledge eats all of the other brisket. Rutledge!
I'm sorry.
Here we go, hit it.
Take our toasted bun. We got some of our peppered bacon, a couple pickles, tomato, onion.
That's a chopped beef sandwich called a burger.
Called a burger.
I like it.
Oh, that's a great burger.
You just like cleaning up over there like a lion that just ate a gazelle.
I don't know what happened. I went after mine.
It's super tender brisket. When you chop that brisket up, you get a chance to incorporate that fat.
Yeah.
So it makes it even a little bit more unctuous. And adding the pimento cheese and adding the veggies on top of it brings that burger element to it.
That's Fox Brothers right there. Damn, man. Come on.
That's full speed, man. That's all throttle, no bottle, man. That is just getting it done. So I'm here in Kansas City, Missouri. You do not roll into this town without calling the head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, Coach Reed, and saying, listen, buddy, where are we gonna eat?
We're going to a butcher shop that's also the greatest sandwich shop you've ever eaten at.
The real deal.
The real deal.
What's it called?
The Pig Witch.
By the way, Gruden gave me his permission. Come on, Coach.
Yeah. Go Chiefs.
Walking in, bun meat.
It's just so fantastic.
Do you want some pork chops today?
Over at the local pig section, you can get all of your locally sourced meats. Pigwich is the restaurant portion.
You can get sandwiches, burgers.
It's all good Kansas City growth, man. We're sitting here in farm country and we're getting the freshest farm there is.
And for Alex Pope, this means a roster of all-star meat. Were you trained as a butcher?
I was trained as a restaurant chef. I started bringing in whole animals because I wanted the best quality products for my restaurants.
What's the restaurant's theme?
Everything's a sandwich, mostly beef and pork.
If you're into pig, get the big pig.
Big pig in the window. So we're gonna make our big pig.
Better not be any reference about any present company.
What's our first step?
The house barbecue rub.
For the pork butt that we're getting ready to smoke.
Sea salt, brown sugar, paprika, garlic powder, ground cumin,
black pepper,
ancho chili, a little wild card, ground ginger. We actually like to let it rest overnight.
Very nice. And what are we smoking with?
Hickory wood. 250 for 5-ish hours. Pull it off, and we put it through our meat grinders on the kidney die, which gives us big chunks. Add ground pork.
Cooked raw, coming together.
A little bit more of our barbecue rub, minced garlic, ground bacon trimming from the butcher shop, kitchen patty.
8 ounces?
5.5.
That's big.
And boom.
Next step, what are we into?
Pork tenderloin.
Now, wait. I'm no butcher, but
those are bone-in chops. Tenderloin is almost always not an actual tenderloin. It's a tender, 2 words, loin. To tenderize it a little bit more, we do a buttermilk brine. Hot water from the tap, salt, garlic powder, black pepper, fresh rosemary, ice-cold buttermilk.
Brine for how long?
24 hours up to 48 hours.
Got it.
Standard breading, so we're going flour, whisked eggs, and breadcrumbs.
Fry that off, and we're getting a couple sauces on this?
We're gonna do a barbecue sauce. We're gonna do a ranch.
Let's see it.
So we've got eggs, salt, sour cream.
You wanna do the drizzle?
Yeah. Hi, baby.
Canola oil. Fresh rosemary, scallions, minced garlic, celery seeds, fresh sage,
little vinegar,
and a little bit of brown mustard. Fresh ranch dressing.
Are you hungry?
I brought my towel. I'm ready.
So we got our pulled pork burger, 3 cheeses, pepper jack, cheddar, provolone.
I don't even know that you have a board big enough to list everything that is on this.
So we're gonna start with ranch. Top bun gets our andouille spread, which is a spicy, spreadable salami. Our house barbecue sauce. B&B jalapenos.
Bread and butter pickle, B&B.
B&B. First,
Ay.
second, third. Grab yourself some, guys.
Here's looking at you, brother. Don't go too far with those fries.
You know how to do the hunch?
Oh, baby, I got it down.
Oh, look at that! Oh, he owns this. Wow.
I love the crisp on the pork, and I'm loving the patty. 3 cheeses, man, blend perfect. How about the jalapenos? Man alive.
Bread and butter jalapenos is my new favorite thing. The ranch dressing, you need that cooling, creaming effect. My favorite part of the whole thing, though, is the pulled pork patty.
My favorite part is eating it.
Go back ahead, Coach. I gotta give him an A+ on hunch, though, huh?